Most people in America are wondering, what do you mean by defying God? Well, God is very clear in what he says, and there are moments of time when once I became connected to the Holy God, to the aspect of the Holy Ghost of which Jesus promised to leave for all of us after his departure, is that God said no to doing things. But I wasn't in that moment fully prepared. I was still getting dressed for the day, and it was too late to fix the problem that a mayor in a city put upon my life. And it literally began the destruction of my name and my living. The truth is that siblings decided to take advantage of that moment because of their own stupidity, their own humiliation, or their own inability to support what was needing to happen for me to stop the abuse in my life. But it didn't stop it. It kept it going. And then there were people all along the way who decided that my life wasn't my life, and my life needed to be judged by them, and my life and my private medical records were somehow going to be made public by every person along the way, especially people in the medical field who should have never been speaking out of turn or out of policy, violating HIPAA laws on my medical rights. The liars of an American police force think they are in charge of everyone's medical situation, and that is such a travesty and such a lie, it's not even funny. Meanwhile, we have the princess's sons, whatever they are, princes, I suppose, coming on television and claiming their challenges with depression and mental health. Congratulations and welcome to the world of adulthood. You see, these conditions that we have are all a part of the growing and living and growing up process. And if you've been coddled your whole life, maybe you're not allowed to feel your feelings. If you're not allowed to feel anger and rage, you might have a difficult time processing anger. But when it comes to rage, I can promise you that God is raging at the world with COVID. He is absolutely raging as he has done every millennia. Every 100 or 200 so years, there is a plague that ravages the earth. And it is God cleaning house of the riffraff, the people that are out of step with the Lord. Now, how do you know if you're out of step with God? Did you defy God when he said, no, don't do that? I remember going to a court situation that no one prepared me for, and God screaming at me, no, in regard to a lawyer. Fire him. But I didn't know how exactly to fire him because he was assigned to me. I didn't know what my options were. No one shared that with me. So it was a great travesty to my life. Every lawyer that I could have afforded to pay, had I been able to reduce myself to receiving a loan from my late father's estate, would have allowed me a lawyer who would have fought for me and gotten the whole thing thrown out. But siblings interfered and intervened and did not allow that opportunity. They wanted my life to go into the toilet, even to the point that when it came to my father's death, I was 15 minutes late because of horrible traffic, going to a place I didn't know well and hadn't been in a very long time. And openly they already finished and concluded putting him in the earth. And even in my own mother's death, I wasn't allowed the right to go and visit her at the hospital by bastards of Satan, who just thought that my late father's estate was theirs to control. And the lies they told themselves in front of Christ were incredible. It is the reason I will never be a Christian again. That these people who proclaim God do not follow the book of the Bible at all. They profess that Satan is among us. No, he's not. Satan is a saboteur, and you sabotaged a relationship with my mother. You interfered with my lawful rights to see my mom, and despite the fact that I might have had a love-hate relationship with her, or maybe I didn't, you interfered. An old woman knows how to bait a child into a rage. She knows how to push a button because she has not come to terms with the fact that God created everyone just as they are. But the truth is, when I came to Champaign, I was hoping to start my life over until a whole bunch of bastards of Satan, saboteurs of life, started attacking, even today, my telephone. Who the fuck are these children, and what the hell have they ever done in our community to serve?